So the streamer fishing was good in the slow stuff. Now things aren't slow anymore, and they're not eating that streamer, kind of no matter how I present it. So I'm gonna throw nymphs here. And I'm gonna see if I can get them to eat the green weenie again. A lot of water coming through this system. There has been really all spring. Hey now! He took the waltz. Oh no. Oh yeah. I'm gonna rebuild that. Come on, pup. Oh boy. Go ahead, pup. Hey now. Going back into the high water. It's not muddy, but it's dirty. And I'm pretty far up on a river here, and it's still got a lot of color. It's gonna come down in the next couple days, but we've had a ton of rain, and that's all right. I don't get to do what I want to do right now. I mean, I'd love to fish dry flies because it's mid-June, and this is the time of the year where I just start to fish dry flies almost every day as a first option. And here I caught that first one on a green weenie underneath. I plan on fishing streamers. In some places, I'm going to try to push a dry fly at them and see what happens. But usually I'd be fishing dries all day. Can't viably do that, but instead of staying home, I travel to a piece of water here that, I mean, you can hear I'm right beside an interstate. And it's not my favorite piece, but it's water. It's a piece of water. I always say, like, I think too often anglers are looking for reasons not to go fishing, right? There's gonna be nobody else out here. Up and down this river, hardly anybody on it today because the water's high. And at some points, it's gonna be tough to wade, even up here. But that's all right. I mean, I stepped off the riverbank there and I was up to my thigh, and don't take another step out, right? But it's water, it's fishing. Once you get out here, you go, oh, I don't mind fishing. Right? I spend all winter nymphing and a lot of the fall and spring. I love nymphing. I'm gonna throw streamers, see what happens. And some really special things can happen on these kinds of days. And I can learn a lot on these kinds of days, because sometimes I'm forced into fishing water that I wouldn't normally fish, and I'm forced into fishing different ways that maybe I wouldn't normally fish. So it's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna have a good time, put in a few hours of fishing, see what happens. So one of the things that's tough about nymphing dirty water is that you can't see the bottom. You can't hardly read the depth. There's not much color change that I can read here. So I really have to watch that sighter. I have to rely on my ability to notice that slowdown right there. You can see the sighter's going slower than the bubbles. And when it's going slower than the bubbles, I know I'm in the strike zone, and I know I'm low enough without actually touching. So I really, really focus on reading that sighter. Now, if I'm lucky, they'll come up through the column a little bit, but they can't see very far in this water. So I think I got to get it right down into their face. That water's about 2.5 feet deep. And yeah, out there, definitely 2.5 feet deep. I got to let it get in. Watch the speed. There, it's slowed down. It's going slower than the bubbles, so I kept it coming. Not by much, but I am leading through that strike zone. Hey, I'm ready to set on anything. Once it's in that strike zone, it is in. Hey, and this time I want to keep it going. I'm going to expect to get there, right? There, it's going to get there, it's in, and then I'm leading through. That, to me, is a satisfying drift. Eat it or not, it's a satisfying drift. Come on, trout. Hey, I thought that was it. I really like to focus on areas around structure, brush piles, banks, of course. I mean, we always do that, but boy, especially when the water's high. That said, I'm gonna fish right out in the middle too. I mean, this creek's only 20 feet wide. Hey now, little guy. Little guy ate the upper fly. It's just a pheasant tail, nothing special. Flipped over here. It's my backhand side. Hey, because it's just the best way to approach it. It's getting a little shallower, but I couldn't tell that. I couldn't tell. There we go. Meaning I couldn't see from any color change or any structure, any ripple on the surface, nothing indicated to me that that was shallower water until I started fishing it and realized, oh, I'm getting down a lot quicker. Anyway, small streams like this, I'm gonna really flip left and right, left and right. Usually I'll fish left or right. I'll choose it based on light angle. But here, I'm gonna almost have to choose it based on casting angles. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a little black streamer, see what happens. Super simple again. I call this a river rat. So my plan here when I'm going over to the streamer is usually so I can get, well, good presentations in some bank water that I can't get great nymphing presentations in. A lot of times if I throw that green weenie, for example, in that piece of bank water right over there by the bushes, it's got nowhere to go, it's got nowhere to drift, right? So I'll throw it in and I kind of expect a reaction strike, and I'll get a lot of those on a good day, in those good moments. But I don't know, you don't get a real dead drift in that stuff. The nymph kind of falls and sits there, and then you got to move it out. And does that look natural? Probably not. Anyway, I can get a real bait fish imitation, something that should look a lot like what trout are, used to seeing, maybe even over there picking on the bait fish on the edges. So that'd be my plan coming up through here. Nymph, streamer, and I'll put the streamer right out in the middle. I'll put the nymph right on the edges. But I'm gonna go back and forth and kind of try to use the best fly for the moment until my plans change. That was a hit. Hey, it's another hit. Might be the same fish that tagged that black one. Switched over to the half pint because I had 2 looks. Because why not? I love the half pint. And I got a hit pretty much in the same spot. There's a good follow too. Good active fish, that's nice. Right there is where I'm talking about. You put a nymph in there, it's not really going to drift the right way. So I put that streamer in there, 3 or 4 times. And so I did something different with it every time I tried to anyway. That's another look. Gotten 3 looks when the head's coming to that upstream angle. One more streamer change. Just a little craft fur. I want to say simple again, but I keep saying that, don't I? Don't give them too much to reject, that's all. There's the kind of water I was talking about. There's so much brush in there that if I tried to put a nymph in there, I would just get hung up. Right there, come on. There, I'm in. Looking for that strike zone. Slow down. Come on, eat it. Not quite low enough. It's a little deeper than I thought. Little guy and green weenie. We'll say all of the streamer looks have kind of been out in the middle. I don't know, he might have followed that from the bank, but it's just another data point. I mean, I'm putting it right on the bank there, but I'm not getting any reaction strikes. And all the looks I have are when the head is faced upstream right after I flip it usually. Right there, a couple pops, and then I'm getting looks. Looks, not hits. It's like foul balls. It's like, well, you're hitting. Oh no, stinging nettles. So the trout seem willing enough to kind of chase things around a little bit, to move through. A little thinner water too. I'm gonna throw a dry dropper at them. Kind of this PMX up top, stonefly on the bottom. Need bigger food for them. Can always try to have a reason that I'm making changes. And my reason here is they don't seem to mind moving through. Moving to that streamer, and that's good. And maybe they'll eat something bigger. It is dirty water, you know? It's really pretty dirty. It's been dirty for a while. They should be eating bigger things in dirtier water. Sometimes. They'll take advantage of that chance anyway to eat bigger things, you know what I mean? So, always having a reason to make the change. Hey now. And that's my reason. But with this kind of new strategy, I think I'm going to cover a lot of water. Try to show it to a lot of fish. Hey. Good stuff. Right there. Oh. Hey now. There we go. Softer edge over here. Coming through. I mean, there's just a ton of flow. So I'm going to fish a lot of this. And I'm really going to look for the edges. You know. Little guy. Thin fish, thin. You better eat streamers. Let's go. So I moved downstream a little bit, 300-400 yards maybe. The new brush pile, you see that behind me? It's completely blocking things off. So there's a big pool ahead of it, upstream of it, which used to be just a nice kind of flat, spread out riffle. That's why I came down here. The action's not good. Right? I want more. And I'm doing a variety of things. Yeah, they're eating a nymph lower. This water's starting to clear up though. I've only been out here for about an hour and a half. You can tell the water's starting to clear up. What I've done is put myself in a place where I can fish. I mean, everything is blown out today, almost everything. Now I could go north of here and find some water, some tribs, but I don't have all day for that, man. I don't have the travel time. So I wanted to fish, I wanted to get out with river and just enjoy it. Like I said, I love fishing this kind of stuff. So another good thing about coming down here and really seeing that new structure behind me is it kind of just refreshes my hope, my expectations. Everything I think I might have learned upstream and how the fish were responding. Now that I've taken a walk for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, I'm just ready for whatever happens. Wide open options. I did see a rise down there, little fish, but there's a lot of little fish in here. And there could be a big one right up in that big log jam, that big mess. So, streamers, nymphs, might even throw dries a little bit later. That's the same thing I said just a little bit ago. And now everything's kind of reset for me. And as this water clears up, that might reset some expectations too. All right, see what happens. That's a hit. That's a hit. Kind of getting just enough looks on that streamer to make me want to stay with it. Hey now! Ah, that's the fish I was looking for. Hey now. Hey now. Got 3 hits in there in 4 casts. Hey. Hey now. I'll tell you the toughest thing right now is I got almost nowhere to put the camera. Also pushing waves on these fish. Don't like that. Come on, trout. Oh yeah. That's not being the same fish. There are a couple nicer ones in here. You know. They're not really eating on that flip too much, but he did. I'm just gonna say, not eating on the flip. That's 1, 2, 3 hits in a row. Cool. So you can see a lot of the streamer presentations that I'm doing are really different than, well, what I started with this morning and what I was doing just an hour ago. As soon as I hit this pool, I threw a drift over kind of off to the side and just didn't do anything with it. It was sort of sliding across currents very slowly, and pow, I got that first one. I only put it over there because I saw a tiny rise too. I'd have probably thrown it over there anyway, but I might have just gone strip, or jerk, strip. I would have animated the streamer more, but as soon as I started getting a little bit more action after that, on the slower motion, now I'm doing almost what I call a crossover technique. It doesn't matter what you call it. I'm just not moving the streamer very much. I'm just mostly drifting it, but I am getting a lot of the action kind of right after I just twitch it or jig it just a touch or just slide it. A couple fish, like that bigger one underneath that I missed, underneath the branch, was right after it went in. But most times it needs to get down in there and then I'll animate it. Of course, at the end of that animation, you can see a lot of times what I'll do is then I'll move it, you know. Before I take it out of the water, I'll snap it and twitch it a little bit. It's fun. It's not my favorite way to fish streamers. It's not. I think everybody likes to move the streamer. It's fun when they'll chase it like that. They were chasing earlier, they would not commit. These few fish have started to commit. Fishing a pool like this, not my favorite. But again, like situations like this, days like today, I'm open to anything. And this long, really long pool is new to me. So I'm just exploring it. But I kind of know what's down there too. And I'll keep doing it till I get up to the top. I'm just not making too many plans, I guess. The water. Oh. Yeah. Not a fish. An exciting moment though. That's another one that ate on movement. Yeah, he didn't eat, but he came to movement. This slow pull thing is kind of petered out. You can see that. Now I'm in a flat or a glide, let's say. So the streamer fishing was good in the slow stuff. Now things aren't slow anymore, and they're not eating that streamer. Kind of no matter how I present it. Honestly, like 10-15 minutes of fishing it, like once the action changes, I just kind of trust it. I always say, like, you gotta kind of trust the fish. You gotta believe what they're telling you. So I'm gonna throw nymphs here. I'm gonna go right back through. I just threw streamers in here. And I'm gonna see if I can get him to eat the green weenie again. I got a Walt's worm up top, a little orange collar. A lot of water coming through this system. There has been really all spring. Hey now. He took the Waltz. Nice little piece. That was, of course, a smaller fish than the ones that were eating the streamer. Oh no. Oh yeah. I'm gonna rebuild that. There now. I'm not even sure I got a good hook set on that fish. That was not ready. He ate my upper fly. So I think going back to nymphs definitely helped. Alright, I'm going to make one more change before I get out of here. The morning is getting late, and I think I got a shot up here in this flat stuff. I'm going to throw a half pint. Probably would be wiser to throw the streamer they're eating the most, but I just love the half pint. I've had some good luck with it too on big fish lately. So I got a shot, and one more thing. There we go. So the half pint was not one that I just leave in there very much. Egan's poacher, I wasn't moving it much. I like to move the half pint. I like how I can see it usually. Head flips. I say, like, different flies really call to you to fish in different ways. Just got my favorite things to do. I think another thing about fishing a streamer this way, it's more active. I don't need as much patience. The crossover way, you know, each drift takes a lot longer. I'm not moving it and bringing it toward me. I think River's got some area there to run in. He was getting a little frustrated too. Hey! Oh! That's a good look. That was a good look. It was almost at my feet. Man, up to my belly here. That's it. I can't go anymore. Gotta go around. That might do it for me. What do you think, Riff? Huh? What do you think? Get out of here? Yeah? Should we go home? Yeah, you think so? Gotta find a way to get out of here. Oh, I'm telling you, there's so much deep stuff. Probably not wise, but I'll try it anyway. Come your way. All right. Go ahead. All right. Pretty much worked, right? So that was a good, just fun day of fishing. A lot of stuff I didn't expect, and I never did get a chance to fish dries. Would have loved to fish dries. Saw 2 or 3 rises, and then I caught them with the streamers right after that. Pretty unpredictable. I was very surprised down there how much deep water there was. Pretty uncomfortable, to be honest. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to be up to here so often. You can see how wet my vest is. I'm gonna have to dry everything out. I was up to here multiple times. That last spot where I was getting out and I climbed up on the log where River was, if I had taken one more step, I was going up to here. That section wasn't like that before. But with so much rain, and you saw all the brush piles, you just got flow stacked up and depth now where there used to be flow. It's neat, man. It's just new opportunities, different things happening all the time. But there's always somewhere to fish. I'm glad I came out. If I could set up exactly my perfect day, it's not that. It's I'd love to fish dry flies right now. That's what I usually do this time of year. Just fish dries up and down these rivers. But they're not really set up to do that right now. And I'll take what the river gives me. The river doesn't owe you anything. Just make the best of what it gives you. So, River and I are going home. You're double tired today, aren't you? He's always tired at the end of these. I think I get a little tired too. It's good stuff. Fish hard, friends. Ready, bud? All right, let's go.